Joy's Kitchen. So today I'm gonna be making a seasoned rice. Very easy. I learned to make this meal when I was 11 years old, and let me tell you, it's still my favorite up to today. So before we get into the ingredients, guys, I just want to remind you guys to please subscribe, share, leave a comment, and if it's your first time watching, we welcome you. So let's get into the ingredients. So here are our ingredients for our seasoned rice. So in here I have rice that's washed and drained. We have some tomatoes, 3 large tomatoes. We have scallion, thyme, onion. Here we have some saltfish, codfish. Here we have peppers, bell peppers. So the saltfish is really good in this recipe. So this recipe is considered vegetarian because we have fish. And here I have 2 soup flavoring. This one is a pumpkin flavor and this one is a veggie flavoring. It makes this all, you'll see. This is actually the secret ingredients. If you're watching this video and you're not sure what this is or where you can get this, you can get this at any of the supermarket that specialize in Caribbean, that sells Caribbean products. You could get this there. Great stuff. So guys, let's get to the stove. Let's start. Some oil to it, and we're gonna leave that to get nice and hot. Not too much oil, just enough, because we don't want it too greasy. So there you go. And over here I have water. Always have some boiling water because we're gonna need that. So put on some water to boil. I'll get hot. So our oil is actually getting very hot. We're gonna add our onions and our thyme. Let's get everything. You don't want to waste nothing. Then to that we're gonna add our tomatoes. Just dump everything in. Woo, smells good already. And we're gonna add our pepper and our codfish. So with this recipe we do not add salt until almost the very end, because the saltfish can be a little salty. Also, the soup flavoring can be a little salty. So we're gonna cover this and let it cook a little. Okay guys, let's check this. Sizzling away. I'm just gonna stir it and cover it again. Guys, it smells so good, the thyme and all of that. So let's cover that a little. Okay guys, woo, look at that. It smells, ooh, smells so good. You see all that water it's making for itself. So all right guys, at this point now we're gonna add our flavors, our soup flavors. I'm gonna add both of them. We're gonna dump everything in there, everything. Let's dump it in. And we're gonna stir it in. Oh guys, it smells so good. It smells so good. All right, I'm gonna now we're gonna put in our rice. Guys, this thing is I can't tell you how it smells. It smells so good. I'm gonna tell you, this thing is amazing. And you know what too guys, I could add more onions, not onions, I could add more tomatoes to it, but I decided that I would not. I'm gonna add a little bit more rice. I think I may have. So we're gonna use that much. So you can use 3.5 cups of rice, depending on the size of your pot, because my other pot would fit the 4 cups perfect, but this pot It's just a little teeny. Well, there is not really much left. It's not even a half a cup. I'm just gonna put it in. Comes out nice and shelly, right? Guys, let me tell you, it's food, delicious food, does not have to be complicated. You see how easy that was? And to this now, we're just gonna make sure all the rice is covered in that amazing sauce. Just coat all the rice. Just coat it up nice. Alright. We're gonna have, remember I told you about the boiling water that you should have? So now we're gonna add some boiling water because we don't want to stop the process. So how much water should you put? Put enough water to cover the rice. Cover the rice and have like a half an inch. Well, I'm using basmati rice, so basmati rice can take a lot of water. So depending on the rice you're using, check out the package to see your rice, what kind and how much water to how much rice. So there we are. All right, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna taste it to see if it has enough salt, because as I said, with the saltfish and the flavoring, we don't want to add any salt. So right now, guys, I'm not gonna add any more seasoning to this. Between the saltfish and the soup flavoring, it is perfect. It's the right amount of salt. If you're gonna do a small batch, use 1 soup flavoring, okay? 1 is fine for a small batch. This is a big batch because it's 4 cups of rice and it's basmati rice, and basmati rice tends to swell a lot. So if you see, just make sure nothing is sticking to the bottom. Get all of that good sauce into the rice. Just scrape the bottom with the spoon. And Mom, we're gonna cover it up and we're gonna let it cook. Doesn't that look pretty, guys? Isn't that looking amazing? Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's cover it up. Once it's boiling, so we're gonna turn it down on medium and we're gonna let it sit for 10 minutes and we'll come back and check on it. Okay, guys, let's check on our rice. Woo. Look at that. Look at that. We're just gonna stir it. We're just stirring it because we want all the veggies and everything to, you know, spread evenly throughout the rice. Just take your time. As I said, my pot was a little small for the amount, but it's doing. I'm sorry. It's doing, guys. Let me tell you something. Hey, this thing smells. I don't know how to tell you, oh, this is something I smell. The way it smells good. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna cover it back and leave it for another few minutes to kind of dry out a little bit more. All right, guys, let's cover it for another few seconds and let it dry. Let it simmer a little bit more. Just a little bit more. We're gonna let it simmer. It's softened, tender and everything, but we're just gonna let it simmer for another few more minutes. Another probably 4 minutes. We're gonna turn the stove on low and let it simmer for another 5 minutes. All right. All right, guys, let's check on our rice. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Nice and you see all, all that frost. Sorry. There it is, guys. Thank you for watching. And we're out. Boom.